I have the Melt Cosmetics and Bailey Sarian Part 2 collab. I have the full collection here, so let's go over everything and create a stunning look. Like I said, this is the full collection, so I will have prices up on the screen for you guys. But without further ado, let's get into it because there's a lot in this collection. Especially compared to the first one, there's more in this. I always start with the eyes, so let's go ahead and dive into the eyeshadow palette. First up, I do have to say this packaging is absolutely stunning on absolutely everything in this collection, so I will have to keep it all. But this is the palette itself. It's kind of like that pleather material and it's a little bit like plushy. I'm obsessed. And you do get a beautiful insert of Bailey here, so I will be keeping that as well. This is your color story, and I am obsessed. Like, I don't even know where to start with this eye look because I just want to use everything. Also, can we note this mirror? Like, are you kidding? Like, everything in this collection is just so sexy. Like, you have a whip on the mirror. Wait till you see the bag. We also have the baby lash, and I am obsessed. I've never tried any Melt eyelashes before, but you can see they start pretty short and then taper out to be pretty thick on the ends. So I'm curious. Also, I have to go to work after this, so we're gonna see how wearable this is actually gonna be. We have a couple more eye things here. We have the Scarlett Ultra Matte Gel Liner. I have tried a few other gel liners before, so I know how this formula works. I love it personally. And then we have the Tempt Duochrome Eyeshadow Gel. I've never tried one of their eyeshadow gels before, so I'm curious about this formula. Let's go ahead and get into this palette and try to come up with an eye look. And we're also gonna try to use this Duochrome gel too, because she is stunning. Like, are you kidding? I'm thinking a smoky eye with a little pop of red underneath the lash line. So we're gonna start with Kitty in the crease. Now, this is a super duper light gray color. So this is literally just so we have a transition and everything blends nicely. Now we're gonna jump in with the shade Smoke, which is a darker gray, and we're gonna take this further in the crease. Okay, yeah, this is adding some more depth to this look. That is exactly what I need that to do. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this matte black shade and we're gonna focus this on this outer corner. And then it's only right that we take the shade Glisten right here, which is a beautiful silver, and we put this all over the lid. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Scarlett Ultra Matte Gel Liner as a little bit of a base for underneath the lash line. So we're gonna start to blend this out first. So I'm just taking a little itty bitty brush and we are buffing this in to the lash line. Now we're gonna jump back in with the palette, and I wanna take the shade Fiery and use that on the lower lash line. If you remember, KVD a long time ago had a shade like this and it was called Swoon. That's what this reminds me of. And for years, I tried finding a dupe for that shade because it was a limited edition shade. They eventually released it in a single eyeshadow, but I never got a chance to pick it up. And I no longer have that shade in my collection, but this shade reminds me of that so much. So we use that gel liner just to give this shade a little bit of a base so it really sticks on there and is impactful. And I love a cool toned smoky eye with a little bit of pop of red on the lower lash line. There's something about it. I have done this look for years now, and I always get compliments on this look in particular. There's just something about it that's absolutely mesmerizing. We have used a good portion of the palette. The only shades I didn't use were these three right here, Honey, Buff, and Crimson, but we used everything else in the palette, and I really, really love how this look has came out so far. So let's move on. I told you guys I really wanted to use this duochrome gel shadow thing. So first, we're going to do a little swatch and see what exactly I am working with. Okay, so it's not sticky at all. It kind of just has a nice little slip to it. Ooh, I really like that shift. This would be beautiful in that inner corner because it's kind of cool toned, but then it shifts and it has some like pinkiness to it. So I feel like it's gonna tie in the cool tone on the top and the more warm tone red on the bottom. So we're gonna put it in the inner corner just to kind of bring it full circle, you know what I mean? So I cleaned off my little brush. We're gonna pop on the inner corner together. All right, let's go ahead and take a little bit of this right on this inner corner. Oh yeah, that is stunning. I can't wait to use this on the lid, but for today, I'm excited about that because again, it ties in the cool tones and the warm tones all at once. I don't know how, but it does, and I'm in love. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell on camera, but do you see that little bit of separation right there? With this formula, you definitely want to be careful because there is a little bit of lifting with that gray shadow there. So I'm gonna attempt to fix that real quick. Easy fix, just take whatever shadow you had there very, very lightly. And it kind of fills in that gap and it's all good. To finish off the eyes, I'm gonna do a little liner, mascara, and we're gonna pop on these lashes. I think for liner, I'm not gonna do an inner corner, just a wing. I don't wanna cover up that duochrome shadow. Looking at these, they're kind of small, so I don't think I'm gonna need to trim anything off. I kind of hope not, because I would hate to have to cut these at all. Maybe a smidge. I am obsessed, and honestly, I'm gonna need to buy more of these lashes before they sell out because I've never seen a lash this beautiful, and I'm not exaggerating. Next, we have the blush in the shade Please. I have never used a matte blush before, so we're gonna try this together, and it is a super bright pink. So I'm just gonna do a little 1, 2, and tap a lot of that excess off. Okay, so I can build this up. So we're just gonna do 1 tap. That is a really, really flattering color on me. And it just pairs nicely with the cool toned eye too. So in this collection, you get 4 lipsticks and a lip gloss. Now, this lip gloss is called Saint, and it's for Bailey Sarian's doggy that passed away, and that just touches my heart. And I really wish it wasn't gold, so it would go better with this look. But from swatches I have seen online and stuff, it's just kind of like a clear gloss with gold sparkles in it. You can kind of see it here. It smells like vanilla, which I absolutely love, but it looks pretty intimidating in the tube, but once you swatch it, it's very casual. Now, these lipstick shades are very out there. Maybe not this one in the shade Circe. I'm not sure how you say that, but this is kind of like My Lips but better. So this is probably your most wearable shade out of the 3. Let's go ahead and start swatching. So here's that shade, which I love this. This is definitely one of my favorites out of the collection. We also have Lilith, which I have never owned a lipstick in this shade, but that excites me. It's like a really cool toned gray brown almost. Then we have the shade Judith, which right now on TikTok is going viral because it is literally like a concealer shade. Do you see that next to my face? Barely, because it literally is my skin tone. Like, look at the swatch. Are you kidding? I love concealer lips, so this is an all-time favorite already. And then, of course, we had to have a bright red. I think this is Julia, but it's spelt with a G. instead of a J. Just a gorgeous cherry red. Since I have to go to work after I film this, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Circe just so it's not too much. And I might take a little bit of Judith. Yes, Judith in the center since it is that skin tone color and lighten it up a little bit. Let's do something. So I'm just taking a little bit of this NYX lip liner in Soft Spoken, giving us a little bit of a border first. So here is Circe on its own. Again, it's kind of like my lips, but better. I'm obsessed. Now we're gonna take some Judith in the center. Oh yeah. That definitely lightened it up a little bit. I love that. Now let's get into this bag. Again, with how sexy this is, so you have kind of like this bondage bracelet that connects to the clutch. Like, are you kidding me? And this fully detaches, so you can have the clutch without the chain on it, or you can wear this as a straight up bracelet without the chain. It's really up to you how you want to wear it. But when I said this collection was sexy, I meant it is fucking kinky. I am in love. I think love is an understatement for this. And if you want your hands on this bag, melt bags go quick. So if you want this in your life, you better run. Because it's still in stock right now. How long is it going to be in stock? I'm not sure. Because I'm obsessed, and if I didn't already have one, I would definitely be buying this. So, final thoughts on this collection. It is 100% worth it for me. Like, these eyes are just captivating. There's so many different looks you can do with the palette. There's so many different lippies to play with. I am actually obsessed with this blush too. Like, in the pan, it looks so intimidating. But once you have it on, it's just like a natural flush of pink. And I honestly don't think I need to go any further into detail in the bag because I am obsessed. Even like the inside of it is beautiful. So Melt, Bailey, if you see this and you want to do another collab, I wouldn't be mad because they just keep getting better and better. I am obsessed. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe before you leave. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.